Ronda Rousey's first WWE action figure is officially the baddest toy on the planet. You know, he's kinda right. It is the baddest toy on the planet. Welcome to TheGreatOne of Wrestling History, welcome to Greatness of Wrestling. Glad to make another episode because we finally have something to talk about in this series. As always guys, the Great One and the next WWE month is supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to be extravaganzic. SummerSlam build, we're gonna have Daniel Bryan versus The Miz build. AJ Styles versus probably Samoa Joe. Maybe The Undertaker returning to the WWE, but most importantly, we're gonna see Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns versus Lesnar. Feed me with that Lesnar cock, Vince McMahon. But today we have a lot of WWE things to talk about. For example, new WWE championships, Undertaker's return, and more interesting stuff. But I want to talk about the new WWE championship. So will WWE finally replace the Universal Championship because of its horrendous color? No, they're not gonna do that, but they will introduce new WWE championships, and I have a picture custom made, but it's supposed to look exactly like the new championships are going to look. Backstage news on plans for new WWE title belts. For months now, rumors of new WWE title belts have been making the rounds, and there's been a lot of speculation that they could be introduced soon, thanks to the fact that WWE recently announced Stephanie McMahon will be making a historic announcement on Raw this week. Reddit user The Belt Guy has been a reliable source for belt-related news in the past, and he recently claimed that WWE has plans to introduce women's tag team titles and the belts are done. According to the Belt Guy, According to the Belt Guy, the belts look very similar to the men's tag team belts, but they have white straps, a bigger WWE logo, and the gladiator helmet on the belts looks more feminine. He also shared a photo of a fan-created belt on Twitter, noting that while not exactly the same, the picture is a close representation of what the belts will look like. I don't have good pics yet, but this custom-made in WWE video game is a close representation, and these are the championships. I gotta say, they look absolutely crappy. So yes, another coins. Yes, we're gonna have that. Raw championships look terrible, Smackdown championships look bad, and these will look the same, and that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is having tag team division in women's division. I mean, you don't even have good rivalries on one-on-one matches. When was the last time we had a good women's match on pay-per-view? It's mostly Divas crap right now, and we're gonna have tag team divisions. It's gonna be bad, it's gonna be fail. You can't even control your own tag team divisions on Raw and SmackDown, and now you're gonna have women's as well. So I hope they're gonna only introduce one title for Raw and SmackDown, where basically Raw superstars can face SmackDown superstars for the championship sometimes, because I don't trust WWE to make it interesting. You know, knowing recent WWE history with divisions, I don't expect anything, so in my opinion, it's not the best idea. The only positive right here is that women will get more opportunities. Other than that, not that much. And the championships, I mean, they may not look that bad, but I don't know. WWE news, major Undertaker return update ahead of SummerSlam. Will he face John Cena? So basically, there are rumors that The Undertaker is going to wrestle at SummerSlam and perhaps against John Cena. John Cena doesn't have a SummerSlam match, Undertaker doesn't have a SummerSlam match, so that is actually pretty positive. Now I expected them to face at WrestleMania in a rematch. John Cena wins, LOL, he gets his revenge. I'm John Cena, I never lose. When I lose, it's because I wasn't trying. You remember the time I lost against The Rock at WrestleMania? I came the next week on Raw and said that The Rock didn't beat me. I beat myself. So let me know in the comments below, who should The Undertaker face at SummerSlam? Should it be Brock Lesnar? Should it be John Cena? Should it be Randy Orton? Or whatever the case may be. He's not gonna face Orton, but yeah. Should Undertaker even wrestle at SummerSlam? Let me know in the comments below. Paige reveals teams for WWE Smackdown Tag Team Tournament. Yesterday, Smackdown GM announced there would be a 4-team tournament to decide who will face the WWE Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers, at SummerSlam on August 19. 2015, today she announced who would be involved in that tournament. Sanity, The New Day, The Bar, and the Usos. Now, a lot of people say that tournaments doesn't make a lot of sense because wrestling is scripted. What's the point of having a tournament when the winner is already determined? And with that being said, I agree a little bit, but at the same time, it kinda brings the value to the championship. For example, if 20-man tournament is happening for the WWE Championship. That championship to me feels more prestigious because every single superstar on the roster tried to get that championship, and only one wrestler won this tournament, and he's gonna face the WWE champion. If the champion is gonna retain the title looks strong. If the new contender is gonna win the championship also looks prestigious because he faced every single mother effer on the roster and he won the championship. So tournaments really have a lot of positives. Now, when it comes to Smackdown Tag Team Championships, I think that's also very good. Bludgeon Brothers have been very dominant, so we have Sanity. I don't think they will win because both heels doesn't really work that way, right, in the tag team matches. The New Day, perhaps, but we already seen that. The Bar, you know what? The Usos already seen that. I want to see The Bar versus these. I want to see The Bar's face turn. Yeah, since we have Sanity, The Bar can turn face right now, and I would love to see that. Tyson Kidd talks crowd counting down the clock during Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler Iron Man match. So some of you may not know, but Tyson Kidd works in WWE right now as a producer, I guess, for matches. So basically, a lot of cool spots that you see in the matches are Tyson Kidd's idea, and Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins was one of them. And I gotta say, it was an amazing match, but the crowd ruined it, and let's see what Tyson Kidd thinks about that. That's them entertaining themselves. Obviously, I would prefer if they didn't do that, but I can understand why they did that. They're sitting there and you have a clock and they're waiting to see towards the end. I would appreciate if they didn't do that, because if you actually take that part out of it, the match was amazing, and then the same crowd gave Seth a standing ovation at the end, so they appreciated the effort. I understand why, but I just wish it didn't happen. I said it before as well, is that they bought a ticket, they can do whatever they want, but it was absolutely a dick move. And a lot of people say that it was a terrible match. I don't see why. I just think that we focused a little bit too much on the crowd because they tried to take over the match. The Miz has an issue with WWE not putting the world title in the main event. I was upset that the championship wasn't in the main event. It wasn't that Roman Reigns was in the main event, it was the WWE Championship. When I look at the championships and the Universal Championship isn't here, I think the WWE Universal Championship should be in the main event at all times. The reason being is that is the most prestigious title, supposedly. It's supposed to be the most prestigious and honorable title in WWE, even though when I had the Intercontinental Championship, I made it that. I absolutely agree. No matter who is facing the WWE Championship, the main titles should go last. Remember in 2012 when World Heavyweight Championship used to open pay-per-views? What does it tell you about the championship? It's just the Intercontinental type of title. It's a mid-card title at that point because world titles are supposed to main event. And it also spoils a lot of things, because you see, when WWE title main events or Universal title, there is a chance that the title will change hands. Take for example Rusev versus AJ Styles, for instance. We all knew that Rusev is not gonna win the championship because it wasn't in the main event. Do you really think WWE would just put that in the middle of the card, you know, that kind of moment? No, they would not. It's not only it makes the championship look like a mid-card title, it makes the champion look weak, and it spoils everything at the same time. It also makes WWE title look like crap compared to Universal Championship, because we all know if Universal Championship was here, it would main event the pay-per-view. WWE Championship, on the other hand, not really. And here's the problem. I love Rusev getting chances, I love every single one of them getting chances, but at the same time kinda devalues the championship. For now at least. For now, let's give AJ Styles a legit storyline. A legit heel versus face, 2, 3, 4 month storyline that people are invested in. For example, Randy Orton versus AJ Styles would be amazing. It would be amazing right now with Randy Orton as a heel. Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles is also gonna be great. So finally we may get that. So Monday Night Raw is actually tonight. My question is, do you think that Stephanie McMahon's announcement is gonna be regarding the new tag team championships for women's division. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Who should be Undertaker's opponent for SummerSlam? Do you think World Championships should main event at all times? And what do you think about this amazing, this beautiful, just absolutely orgasmic looking figure of Ronda Rousey? Amazing. And to you guys, thank you for watching this video. Appreciate your support. Make sure to click that like button, subscribe if you already didn't. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Real links are in description below. Would really appreciate that. Sorry for lack of videos. I'm working on new ideas, and at the same time I was feeling like crap. I have a bit of health issues. Thank you for watching this video. The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.